Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video that has been pretty heavily requested lately, especially since you see this a lot in videos. It's just my basic MAC eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, which you've seen in a lot of videos, I'm sure. Basically, I have a lot of MAC eyeshadows. I do have separate ones that I use on myself and a separate set that I use on for my kit, which I will do a video on eventually. That video is kind of hard to do, that's why I haven't done it, because when I go to different places or do different events or whatever, I pack my kit much differently for each of them. I don't have just a set of stuff that I just bring everywhere, because depending on what I'm doing, I'm going to pack different things, I'm going to take different things, I'm going to need different things, and it doesn't make sense to carry around things that you don't need. So yeah, getting it kind of, I don't know, getting it kind of in a way that I'd want to show it is just, it's hard because I'd have to go and arrange, it's just, I don't know. I'll do it eventually. No worries. I do have a lot of MAC eyeshadows. I do have a very old blog post that shows all of my MAC palettes, which I might update. I don't know. I do color code them. Let me show you. I have shown this before, but this is my, you know, thingy. I don't know. That is, yes, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. Setting really nicely. This is where I keep them, and it is kind of like inconvenient to think, if you're doing a look, to think, okay, I need a purple, and then try to, you know, get the purple palette, and then say, well, I need a highlight color, and grab your highlight palette, because I do like to keep my colors color coordinated so I can find them when I need them. What is this? Pinks. I'll keep that out so I can show you something. But I do like to keep go-to colors that I know I will use a lot in one palette, and I'm going to show you all of these colors and everything. You could have it in a 15 palette like this. These are my pinks. All you have to do if you want to make it into a 26, which is this, is to pop out the little divider. All you do is, you know, you take out all of your colors, obviously, and just kind of wedge a butter knife or something into one of these. Get it popped up around the edge. Start with one of the ones in the outer. You could crack it if you try to lift it from the middle, which I have done. You'll crack the plastic in between. And then just kind of pop it around the edges. It'll kind of lift up because it snaps around the edges. And basically, let me show you. This may not be the smartest thing to do, but if you tip this over without that divider in it, so the divider holds the metal plate in, your stuff will fall out. This is generally just a plastic case. This is what holds the colors because it's magnetic. Yeah, the little divider holds this in, but when you don't have that divider in, it's just kind of free. So that's why you kind of need to be careful. If you must travel with it, put a piece of tissue over them so that when you close it, it holds the colors. Okay, enough of that. It's probably dirty and fingerprinty. That's alright. We're okay with that. It's kind of hard to describe how I organize my palettes. Yes, I organize them by color, but in the actual palette themselves, I usually put the lighter colors on top, and this one I just kind of, I'm not really sure. It looks like the more like natural colors are over here, and then I've put some like more colors over here. And I do swap them out. Like if I find that I'm not using, you know, one of them a lot, I'll switch it out for something that I may have missed, or, you know, I'll look through every now and then and find something that I had forgotten that's great. But these are my colors. If I have to look, I may edit this a little bit so I can flip it and I'm not having to waste a lot of time, but I think I know most of them. Gesso, which is great for highlighting, it's just a matte white. Grain, which is just great for like all over your lid, just in general. Brulee, which is a nice nude. All That Glitters, which is one of my, I mentioned it in my favorites a couple months ago. Kind of one of those colors that I rediscovered that I had for a while. Really nice kind of golden shade without being like, you know, disco gold. This is Vapor, which I really like. It's kind of like a pink. It's really kind of sheer and nice. Sunday Best, which is amazing. It's a really great like kind of highlight color. Has a frost to it, and it's great on the inner corner. It has a bit of pink to it. This is Sketch, I believe. Yes, Sketch. It's a really nice kind of dark plum. What is this? Cranberry. Love this color. Cranberry. Paradisco, which is one of my favorite pinks. So pretty for the spring and summer. It's like a corally pink. Satin Taupe, which is kind of one of those go-to colors that I always love. Woodwinked, which is really pretty, like all over your lid. If you just use like a fluffy brush, you can put it in your crease, put it on your lid, and it kind of looks like you've used different colors. I just love that one. Soft Brown, which everybody knows that I have kind of a love affair with soft brown. I use it in almost, yeah, I mean, it'd be safe to say I use it in most every tutorial. It's a good blending color for your brow bone. Symmetry right here, which is kind of like wedge or cork. Wedge and cork are pretty similar. This is a pro color. I feel like it has better payoff than those other two, but the color is pretty similar. It's a really good crease color. French Gray, which is, it was a limited edition shade that came out a while back. I'm sure it will come out again. I don't think it's discontinued, but it is a great color. I really like it. Folly, which is really nice. It's kind of like a warmer brown. It's kind of like a medium toned brown. Good for your crease. Then I have Sable right there, which is really nice. Oh, this one I love so much. This is another limited edition one. It's called Glamour Check. I should have known that. And I was looking at the Star Flash collection. I forgot the name. It was those colors that they said were a little, they're powder eyeshadow, but they were supposed to be like, they had ingredients that made them like go on smoother or something. They have amazing payoff and I love them. And this is just one of my all-time favorite colors. Mystery, which is definitely an all-time favorite of mine. Probably this was the first, I remember the first MAC shades that I bought together were Mystery and Shroom. I need to bust out Shroom again. I never really used that much. I don't know. And then, oh my gosh, I love this color. It's called Style Snob. So nice. I love this. This kind of reminds me of the shade by Urban Decay called Ruthless, which I love, but it's a little darker. I'm wearing Ruthless today on my lids. It's just a very kind of like natural, you know, like frosted taupe a little bit. But if you apply it with brown under it, it makes it really dark and pretty, which is what I like to do with this. So this is called, what's it called? Style Snob. I don't know why I always want to call it Fashion something. And this is another Star Flash color. This purple is called Satellite Dreams. And I do kind of keep a couple of colors in here, like colors, because occasionally I do like to do something a little different, you know. And then I have this green called Sumptuous Olive, which is one of probably my favorite green. I love how easy it is, how wearable it is. This is Contrast, which makes for really great smoky eyes. It's great to use in your outer corner, like your outer V area, like with a little pointy brush, and kind of smudge along your lash lines. It's really, really nice. And hopefully you can see. I hope this is like focusing okay. This is Swiss Chocolate, which is a little darker than Folly, but it's really nice if you want like a warmer look on your eyes or like in your crease or whatever. It's nice. I've been using it a lot lately. Carbon, of course. Now, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's my imagination, but I feel like, see, this one is fairly new. My old Carbon that I had for so long, it was about, well, it was probably showing just a little more of the pan than this. And once that starts happening, it's kind of easier for the colors to crack. And it did crack on me when I went to, where were we? I think we were at the beach. And it cracked. It was in this palette, and it, needless to say, got all over everything. Black is the worst color to break. Felt like that old formula was very pigmented compared to this one. Like I could use, I don't know. For some reason I feel like this new Carbon isn't as like black, like not as carbon black as the old Carbon was. I don't know. It's so hard to describe. And then I have Black Tide, which I really like. I kind of use these interchangeably. I find that Black Tide is a little easier to like blend if you're just gonna put it on your lid. This I mainly use to smudge out liner for things like that, or for actual eyeliner if I don't want to use a pencil. And then this is Print, which is the most perfect gray, and I love it. I use that as liner too sometimes. So yeah, these are the colors that I could have and be fine. I do have certain colors that I really love that I do kind of forget about because I tend to just use this. But like I said, for me it's not realistic every day as I'm getting ready to grab for every single color that I have or look through my palettes. Even if I kind of know what I need, it just takes up so much time to get them all out. But I do try to kind of change up some of those actual like colors. This side, which is kind of funny, these pretty much stay the same. These I change out a little bit. not the mystery. I keep that always. But the colors, I do change out a little bit. Sometimes if I really need extra, or if there's a couple of extra like colors, like I said, that I want, that, you know, I want to have readily available, I'll put them in like a little quad or something and just keep them all together. But yeah, it just makes it very easy for me, and I know that a lot of you guys, when you see that palette in videos and I, you know, flash it for a second showing a color that I'm using, people are kind of interested in that. And I think that it's a good mix of colors for me and a good mix of everyday things. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!